Kristen Bell has always been one of Hollywood's most beloved and relatable stars, admired for her humor, authenticity, and charm. But this week, that image took a surprising hit. What started as a playful and seemingly harmless Instagram post celebrating her wedding anniversary with husband Dax Shepard quickly spiraled into a major online backlash. Fans and critics alike are now debating whether Kristen's caption, "would never kill you," was just a dark joke between partners or something that crossed a line. The post went viral within hours, and the internet hasn't stopped talking since. It all began when Kristen uploaded a sweet throwback photo of her and Dax, taken in the early days of their relationship. They looked happy, relaxed, and very much in love. But it was the caption that triggered the storm. "Happy anniversary at Dax Shepard. 10 years, 2 kids, and I still haven't killed you. Would never kill you. Probably." It was clearly meant to be funny, and for many longtime fans, it was classic Kristen Bell humor, a mix of sarcasm and wit. But not everyone saw it that way. Within minutes, comments began flooding in, accusing her of being insensitive and normalizing toxic relationship behavior. Others defended her, saying the world had lost its sense of humor. The debate quickly spread beyond the post itself. Entertainment outlets began covering it, framing it as a celebrity controversy, while social media users dissected every word. Some argued that joking about violence, even in jest, isn't appropriate, especially from someone with a massive platform and a family-friendly image. Others said it was harmless humor that reflected the ups and downs of marriage in a playful way. What made the situation escalate was how polarized the reactions became. On one side, people were canceling Kristen for what they saw as poor taste. On the other, loyal fans were rushing to her defense, insisting that she's being unfairly targeted. As the conversation intensified, screenshots of the post began circulating across platforms like X, formerly Twitter, and TikTok. Users created duets and reaction videos, some mocking the outrage, others calling for accountability. The hashtag #KristenBell Backlash began trending. It wasn't long before online tabloids picked up the story, turning what was originally a personal post into a public firestorm. It's not the first time a celebrity has faced such intense scrutiny over something small, but it does highlight how fragile public perception can be in the social media era. A single sentence, taken out of context, can dominate headlines overnight. Dax Shepard eventually weighed in subtly. On his own podcast, Armchair Expert, he joked about the situation without naming it directly. "Sometimes you think you're being funny, and suddenly you're trending for all the wrong reasons," he said, laughing. "I think we've learned that sarcasm doesn't always translate online." It was a measured response, lighthearted but self-aware. Kristen herself, however, stayed quiet for several days. That silence fueled more speculation. Some fans assumed she was ignoring the backlash. Others believed her team advised her to stay quiet and let it pass. In Hollywood, silence often speaks louder than words. When Kristen finally broke her silence, it wasn't through an official statement, but rather through a short comment under her own post. "Wow, didn't think this would blow up like that. I love my husband, and it was a joke. No harm meant." The comment got tens of thousands of likes, and while many appreciated her honesty, others doubled down on their criticism. The backlash had evolved beyond her caption. It became a larger discussion about celebrity responsibility, tone, and how humor is received in the age of instant outrage. Interestingly, many comedians and fellow actors jumped to her defense. Some pointed out that humor has always pushed boundaries, and that intention matters. Others highlighted the irony of fans claiming to love Kristen for her authenticity, but then punishing her for being herself. One celebrity friend posted on X, "We can't ask for real people in Hollywood and then attack them when they say something real." That sentiment resonated with many, reigniting a broader debate about cancel culture and the fine line between accountability and overreaction. Behind the scenes, PR insiders suggested that Kristen's team was managing the fallout carefully. They reportedly decided against a formal apology, fearing it would make the controversy seem more serious than it was. Instead, the plan seemed to be to let the online storm run its course. Within a few days, engagement on the original post started to slow, though the story remained in entertainment headlines. Commentators on YouTube and TikTok continued to dissect the situation, with some creators even using it to analyze how quickly internet outrage spreads. This controversy also reopened discussions about Kristen and Dax's public image as a couple. They've long been known for being open about their relationship struggles, therapy sessions, and imperfections, which fans once found refreshing. But in recent years, some critics have accused them of oversharing. Dax's candid confessions about addiction and Kristen's openness about mental health have made them both relatable and polarizing figures. The anniversary joke controversy seemed to amplify those opinions. Supporters said it showed their honesty and humor about marriage. Critics said it revealed insensitivity and poor timing in a post-Me Too, highly conscious Hollywood climate. In one particularly viral TikTok, a relationship therapist analyzed Kristen's caption, claiming it reflected passive-aggressive humor often used to mask frustration. The clip got millions of views and reignited debates about celebrity relationships being projected as relatable while still operating under very different realities. Meanwhile, some fans created memes of the caption, turning it into an internet punchline. Ironically, the controversy also boosted Kristen's online engagement. Her post gained millions of views, far more than any of her typical uploads. By week's end, several late-night talk shows mentioned the story in their monologues. Comedians poked fun at the internet's overreaction, joking that Kristen Bell makes a joke and Twitter loses its mind. Even some media outlets began backtracking, running editorials questioning whether the backlash was overblown. One columnist wrote, "If Kristen Bell can't make a sarcastic anniversary joke, who can?" Still, others insisted that celebrities must be mindful of the example they set. The divide remained sharp, a reflection of how online culture magnifies even the most harmless remarks. In the midst of all this, Kristen and Dax were seen out together in Los Angeles, holding hands and laughing. Paparazzi photos of the couple circulated online, and fans interpreted them as a sign that the pair were unfazed by the controversy. Some praised them for handling it gracefully, while others accused them of staging the appearance to shift the narrative. Regardless of intent, it seemed to work. Public sentiment began to soften. The couple's natural chemistry and lighthearted attitude reminded people why they loved them in the first place. As the dust settled, the situation raised some important questions about how celebrities navigate humor and authenticity in today's digital world. Social media rewards spontaneity, but it also punishes it. Kristen's comment, "made in jest," became a case study in how context gets lost online. A phrase meant to express affection and playfulness was interpreted as something darker by those looking for offense. It's a reminder that tone doesn't always translate through text, especially when millions of people are watching and interpreting it differently. For Kristen Bell, the controversy may eventually fade into Hollywood's endless cycle of minor scandals. Yet it marks another moment in the ongoing conversation about how much control public figures really have over their own narratives. The same platforms that allow celebrities to connect with fans can also turn against them in an instant. What's fascinating is that Kristen didn't say anything new or outrageous. She just said it to the wrong audience at the wrong time. Her fanbase, though shaken, remains largely supportive. Many argue that the backlash was less about what she said and more about the current climate of hypersensitivity online. In an era where outrage often trends faster than understanding, even the most innocent remarks can spark debate. Still, Kristen's experience has likely taught her a valuable lesson about how even humor must now be calculated carefully in public spaces. The story of Kristen Bell's "would never kill you" anniversary caption isn't about malice or scandal, it's about perception, timing, and how easily things can spin out of control in the age of social media. For some, it's proof that humor is dying in Hollywood. For others, it's a reminder that celebrities must adapt to changing expectations. But for Kristen herself, it might just be another moment in her long career, a brief storm that will soon pass, leaving behind a few bruised egos, viral memes, and another chapter in the unpredictable world of celebrity culture.